Guys, history is full of bad deaths. But what happened to King Charles II of Spain isn't just a tragedy, it's a horror story. When he finally died in 1700, his own doctors were terrified by what they found on the autopsy table. We aren't talking about a normal sickness here. According to the records, this man, the most powerful ruler on earth, didn't have a drop of blood left in his body. His head was full of water instead of brain matter, and his heart was the size of a single peppercorn. His intestines were literally rotting inside him while he was still alive. Historians say he died drooling on silk sheets, choking on his own spit, with his legs split open and leaking fluid. It sounds like a scene from a zombie movie, but this was the reality of the last Habsburg king. So, how did one of the greatest dynasties in history end up creating a king who was doomed before he was even born? The answer lies in one word: inbreeding. For generations, the Spanish royal family was obsessed with keeping their bloodline pure. But instead of strength, they created a genetic nightmare. By the time Charles was born, his ancestry was so tangled that his inbreeding coefficient was actually higher than if his parents had been brother and sister. From day one, the poor guy didn't stand a chance. He was described as polite and gentle, but physically, he was falling apart. He had the famous Habsburg jaw, but in his case, it was so extreme that his lower jaw stuck out way past the upper one. He couldn't chew solid food. His tongue was too big for his mouth, so he could barely speak. And when he did, he drooled constantly. Imagine being the ruler of a global empire, yet you can't even sign your own name or walk without help. While foreign ambassadors mocked him in secret letters, calling him more corpse than king, his mother tried to desperately hold the court together. Things got so bad that the people of Spain didn't blame biology, they blamed magic. They called him El Hechizado, or the Bewitched One. The palace turned into a house of horrors. Priests surrounded his bed at night, performing exorcisms, chanting in his ear, and splashing holy water on him to drive out the demons. But the real demon was his health. He suffered from constant vomiting and seizures. His doctors, they were useless. They fed him raw meat and bled him dry, thinking it would cure him, but it just tortured him more. By his 30s, he looked like an old man. He was going blind, his hair was falling out in clumps, and he was losing his mind. He became paranoid, thinking everyone was out to get him. He even ordered his own aunt to be locked away because she suggested getting new doctors. Now, think about the women forced to marry him. It's heartbreaking. At 18, he married a French princess, Marie-Louise. She was beautiful and full of life, but the Spanish court crushed her. Servants would find her crying in her room, absolutely terrified of her husband's touch. She died young, depressed, and childless. His second wife, Maria Anna, didn't even pretend to like him. She slept in a separate room and claimed his touch gave her headaches. The pressure was on Charles to produce an heir, but physically, it was impossible. His body had already given up. His testicles were atrophied, and he was biologically incapable of continuing the family line. In November 1700, the inevitable happened. Charles took his final agonizing breath. The smell of rot in his room was so bad that courtiers had to cover their faces. He left no heir, and with him, the Spanish Habsburg line went extinct. It's the ultimate irony. The family obsessed with bloodline purity ended up destroying themselves from the inside out. Charles II wasn't a bad man. He was just a victim of his own DNA. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this tragic history fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the past.